All right, everybody, welcome back to the Sooner or Later podcast. I'm your host, Joey, and on episode 112, we're talking Orphan First Kill. Orphan First Kill is directed by William Brent Bell with a screenplay by David Cogshall and story by David Leslie Johnson, Mick Godric, and Alex Mace, based on characters by Alex Mace, cinematography by Karim Hussein, edited by Josh Ethier, music by Brett Datar, with production companies Entertainment One and Dark Castle Entertainment and Eagle Vision, distributed by Paramount Players in the United States and Sierra Affinity internationally, with release dates of July 27, 2022 in the Philippines and August 19, 2022 in the United States, and a runtime of 99 minutes. This movie's budget is unknown to the world, but currently it has brought in $2.2 million worldwide at the box office. So for a streaming first movie, it's not that bad. Orphan First Kill currently holds a 71% on Rotten Tomatoes with 78 reviews and 72% audience score with 50 plus verified ratings. So I'm going to have to reset this stupid timer. I didn't change none of the stuff. So let's hear what your guys' 10-minute spoiler-free review of Orphan First Kill is. Go for it, boys.
Okay, so now she's 25, right? Or how old is she now?
The main actress is 25, playing a 31-year-old with dwarfism proportionally, who is acting like a 10-year-old.
A 9-year-old.
No, I think she still acts like a 10-year-old.
She's still okay.
Regardless, they're like
Googled
9 and 10 years are roughly
12-year-old is what she Googled.
Yeah.
Find somebody who looked like her, I guess.
Well, I mean, we get a better idea of
like
what age she would be, though, in this one, because like that missing person is based off of an actual missing person. I didn't look into it.
Spoilers. That's spoilers, I think.
That is spoilers. You might want to cut that.
I'm not cutting that because it doesn't matter.
I saw like a still, and like apparently they all wore like super high platform shoes to make the actress even like shorter.
So none of the shots in this movie use CGI to make her look like a little girl. It's all forced perspective to make her look smaller than she actually is, which I think they did a fantastic job.
Yeah, I thought it works. I mean,
see, and I don't know, maybe it's because I see it on the big screen. It looks wonky at points.
Oh no, don't get me wrong, it looks fucking weird sometimes. But considering that they use zero visual effect or zero CGI to make her look younger, I think it looks good.
I thought they body doubled some scenes, like
they did,
like from behind. Yeah, the behind scenes look body double, and they look better. It just, and I can tell what they're doing, but it looks slightly off, and it's just like, I think it would be better for at home. I don't think you should because in a theater, I think it just stands out way too much.
Yeah, I'm telling you, on my iPad, that should look good, man.
I mean, I watched it on a 50-inch 4K television, and I thought it looked good. I was like, this looks good. I was watching from the comfort of my bed. I ate some cold pizza from the night before. And you know what, bro? I was fucking vibing with this film. I
like this film.
I like this movie better than the first one.
I don't think it's debatable.
I don't think it is either, but we're going to hear from the guy who saw both of these movies for the first time.
I don't know, man.
For real?
But what am I honey dicking?
I don't know, but it's spoiler free, so we won't really know for another 7.5 minutes whether or not you're honey dicking.
I think this movie has to do more because it can't rely on the I guess it can't rely as much on the first twist of the first movie. Like, it has to do a little more. So I mean, and I think the story's better.
We're spoiler free for Orphan 2, so we can spoiler Orphan 1 all the fuck we want. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to not spoil Orphan 2 stuff while trying to explain it.
Yeah, I mean, which could happen though.
Yeah,
I like that they just full on went into they full on embraced her past, I guess.
I mean, it's kind of cool that we saw it. Did I need it?
Yeah,
absolutely not. But it's kind of cool. It's kind of wild that we went to Estonia.
Because you find out. So if you're in the first one, you're like, oh, I'm not really understanding her story. In this movie, you will understand her story.
I mean, if you don't understand it by the end of this movie, you probably shouldn't be watching movies.
You're never going to understand it.
You probably fell asleep.
Yeah, you better go read a fucking book or something, homie, because watching a movie isn't your thing.
Because then they got to do Orphan 3 before the kill.
Yeah, before the first kill. First blood.
Orphan kill list.
But I mean, this movie did some of the things to help it that the first movie didn't do. Hour 39 minutes, brisk. This movie is quick.
This movie, it did not need more. It did just enough. And I think...
Yeah, go ahead.
I think overall, you could watch this, especially on Paramount Plus, not a sponsor, and you could enjoy yourself. Like, this is a good, I'm at home, get some popcorn with my kids, my stepkids, my half-step kids, my adopted kids.
You know what? I would agree with you because this movie is way less horny than the first movie too.
Yeah, this movie is no horny, which apparently is a better movie.
There was about 30 minutes of horny.
There's one scene. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I might have missed some horny.
What do you mean one scene? Oh, no, there is one scene, you're right, that is even more explicitly horny.
Oh!
Yeah. But
I
mean, there's still 30 minutes less horny in this movie.
Oh yeah.
That's horny with a purpose. The first one was horny with no purpose.
No, it was just horny just to be horny. And honestly,
I mean, who did it better though, Julia Stiles or Vera Farmiga?
I don't think we can compare the women. I think we need to compare the men. I would much rather see this random no-name dude actor fuck than Peter Sarsgaard. Because Peter Sarsgaard, not a very good-looking man. This dude, though, this Italian painter, he said, Gunna, what are you doing in my room? I'd much rather see that dude fuck. 100%.
I think the characters are a little more able to get behind in this movie.
We're talking boners, man. We're not talking about writing. We're not talking about fucking character, okay? We're talking about the meat.
Italian all day.
100%.
It was never up for debate.
No.
I mean, they had a bigger house, dude. They were fucking richer.
Bro,
yeah, he had a bigger house.
Huge. Their shit was crazy big.
But they're like famous people pretty much compared to...
They came over, not even spoilers with this. They came over on the fucking Mayflower, dude.
Yeah.
That shit was ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie.
Me. I was fucking cackling. This movie, I even think, is funnier than the first movie.
And that's why, I think it works with this franchise to be funnier. I think, honestly, they look at the first movie and they fix the issues in this movie. I don't know what it was. Maybe, I guess that's why it took them 20 years to make this movie, 15, 10, whatever it is.
I mean,
they're okay, cut down on horny, add some funny, better looking dad.
Whatever you do, do not make this movie take itself seriously, because this movie doesn't take shit seriously. None of it. I think Gunner is so much better than the brother from the first movie.
Yeah,
he's fucking rad. He's so cool.
Because they're still the same character essentially, just
older.
I guess older. Yeah.
I mean, because this movie had a tighter time frame, they got to the point. Like even these movies are known. I guess it's easy. Like I guess would you assume this movie would have a twist since the first one had a twist?
No. I legit thought that we were, and this is, I mean, I guess it is kind of spoilers. I came into this movie thinking we were just going to see what they told us in the first movie, because this second movie follows Esther from Estonia to the first movie. It takes you, these movies line up perfectly. So I thought it was just going to be straightforward. We were going to see what was going to happen. We were going to learn about the family that first brought her over here, and that was going to be it. The fact that this movie has a twist blew my fucking mind. It blew my mind.
It did blow my mind, dude.
Dude, I think this twist is better than the first movie's twist.
So
I would agree.
I think the twist in the first one is still better. I think this twist involves more like accepting the movie as
suspension
more
of disbelief is what that's called.
Correct. Yeah, because there's just something that happens prior to the twist where I'm just like, oh, that doesn't logically make sense.
We're gonna talk about that.
I know what you're talking about, James. Yeah, but
should we go find out in less than a minute?
We're gonna find out in about a minute and 53 seconds. But the acting is still, I think
Julia Stiles.
Julia Stiles, yeah,
yep.
She's great.
She was fantastic. Yeah,
I don't think she's Vera Farmiga great, but she's still great.
Oh,
I think she had to do more, so I did like her more because I feel like she had more to do.
You think she had more depth than Vera Farmiga's character?
I mean, because she's
Vera
almost
Farmiga
a different character in the second half of the movie.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's spoilers, but we'll get there. I don't think she had more to carry. I just think her character had different motivations that carried her forward, and depending on what you look at, you know, you could argue either one had more to do.
But I think you get more Esther in this one too, which I prefer.
Yeah, but it's not the same Esther. This is a different Esther.
It is.
Yeah. But I don't know if I like this Esther more.
I don't like her more in this one than I did in the first one. I don't think.
I think based on she's scary, bro. She is scary.
I think the actor aging is what changed kind of how they went about things, because you could do a lot more just straight head on, have this little actress do whatever she needed to do in the first one. In this one, you had to do certain set designs, you had to do certain stuff where it's just I don't know. I just feel like it was just a little different. The character's different in general.
So you're saying she shouldn't have taken this job away from an actual little person?
I think she should have done it back-to-back years, and not fucking wait 10 years. She needed to do Hunger Games and 4 or 5 indie movies. But even though one of those indie movies she did, I really liked.
It's cool as fuck that they brought her back, though. They could have just recast
I would be pissed if they didn't, actually.
I mean, yeah, because she plays the fuck out of this role.
Yeah,
I mean, she can act. I think
she doesn't have an accent IRL, right?
Should I hope not?
Oh no, she was born in Washington,
I like her
D.C.
accent more in the first one though than I think the second one.
The second one, her accent is real wobbly. Wait, I got to turn spoilers off.
And I think they try to do it too much, in the second one. I think in the second one she has more dialogue, maybe.
I think she does have more dialogue.
Yeah.
But we're gonna talk about that more in our spoiler full review of Orphan First Kill. So before we leave, guys, do you recommend people watch Orphan First Kill? I recommend it. I'm giving that thumbs up.
I do. I saw it in theaters, and I still think it's better to watch at home, but it's not a terrible time at the movies.
Bro, if you're trying to Paramount your girl, you might as well throw on Orphan First Kill, dude.
If you're trying to back-to-back, if you got the Stammy, you go watch Orphan. You watch your Orphan First Kill on the Paramount Plus, I
think you might be better off just watching Orphan First Kill. Because they explain the whole...
If you ain't got a stamina, you watch this the Orphan First Kill.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter. It's so low stakes. You gotta love it.
I mean, no, it's a spoiler. Never mind.
All right.
I mean, you need a twist though for the first one.
No, you don't, bro. They fucking explain it in this movie. They say literally word for word the twist from the first movie.
Yeah, it doesn't hit as hard. I guess I don't know. I wouldn't know because I've seen it already. I don't know actually.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in for our spoiler-free review of Orphan First Kill. If you liked this discussion, then go ahead and click the button in the top right-hand corner so you could be taken to our spoiler full review of Orphan First Kill. We love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
All right. So spoiling. We're in full spoilers, bro. Julia Stiles being the villain of this movie fucked me up. I had no idea. I still don't know how to feel about it. I watched it this morning.
They were in the lab. They were like, what if we made the mom the fucking evil one?
Bro, the mom
And
was
Esther
the
a
main,
little fucking bitch.
the mom was the protagonist. Let's make her the antagonist.
So this movie did what that American Horror Story video did, but it's worked somehow in this.
Wait, which
Wait,
one?
wait,
Where,
whoa,
like,
whoa,
there's-
whoa, whoa. Spoilers for American Horror Story, I guess.
The Bella Thorne one, spoilers, where they're like
okay.
they have
Oh.
dialogue that doesn't make sense when you find out later on.
Yeah, so why the fuck did she look up pictures of Esther and her missing child if she knew the missing child was dead? Who'd she do that for?
Correct. And like, why when they're
The audience.
why I guess
Yeah.
they have a conversation off screen, her and the son. Like, but who the fuck does she think she is?
I mean, she can't think it's her daughter.
Correct.
Because she knows that motherfucking body's at the bottom of the goddamn well.
Is dead. Which still is, when you find that out, it is crazy.
Dude.
But that's one of the things where you have to just be like, okay, she's gaming. So
She
like
gotta
she's
be.
gaming the whole time.
Yeah.
But
mean- Go ahead.
it doesn't make sense.
No, it
This
doesn't.
isn't the same Gone Girl, right? Or is this Gone Girl?
No. Julia Stiles is definitely not Gone Girl. That's Rosamund Pike
okay.
is Gone Girl.
Oh, my bad.
But this twist was so crazy that I had to look at Alex and be like, did she just say that her son killed her daughter? And she's like, yeah, that's what she said. She was not freaking out about it. And I was like, bro, this shit is fucking crazy. I
Like,
can't believe this
when
shit
you
right
find
now.
that out, it is crazy. Like, and I think like, oh shit. But I'm just like, I don't know how they would have fixed the beginning, but I was just like, whatever. And I watched it, and I was like, all right, now this movie's fucking kicking it up a notch.
And then I figured, like, she kills a detective, but I figured she's literally made of money. She can just make that problem go away.
Yeah, she could have.
yeah,
I mean, but
Yeah.
they would have never traced it back to her anyways. Who's gonna
Yeah.
say that she killed the fucking
But at
detective?
the same time, she fucking shot it like 6 times. Someone in the
It was
apartment or
3.
wherever
she
he
shot
lives.
it 3 times. She 1 in the head, 2 in the chest. Bop, bop, bop.
I mean they're pretty far away. They got big properties.
I guess that's true. They
But,
got
like,
big,
No, I thought he lived in an apartment building.
No,
someone had to have heard
maybe
those shots,
who
man.
fucking knows? I don't
somebody
remember.
for sure heard that shit. He's a police
That's-
officer. He's not rich.
That's like the one thing that I have to like. All right, it's just a movie, you know. Whatever. They took care of that.
But I thought he was more like a private detective, and he knew them because they were affluent people, and he's like does stuff for rich people.
No, he's part of the police.
I thought he was a part of the police force. Yeah, I thought he like was
Yeah.
heading the investigation on the missing child or whatever.
Do police people randomly have all that shit in their house?
Probably,
What
man.
do
If
you
you're
mean?
high up,
Like, why would he be testing for shit just to test shit?
Yeah, because why not, bro? He's the fucking chief of police. Whatever.
I mean, sure. I guess he takes his shit home. I just assume
Yeah,
he's
he's
like
a
some
seasoned
private
vet.
detective shit. But I do understand the fact that they had money; they could have made it go away. So like, that's cool.
you
But
saw
I
that
just
house,
was like-
man.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
just
nice
don't
house.
understand. Like, that was the only thing. That's my only real big gripe with this movie.
They
is,
played
like,
fencing, dude.
They
on.
played fencing. They fenced. You would say they fenced.
See, that's how
Well, like,
that's how poor I am, dude.
Yeah,
I don't even know how to say it properly.
yeah. Dude, he's a world champion, dude. Or
I mean,
something like
shit.
that.
He went out and partied with everybody after he fucking broke his sword in
didn't-
the middle of the fight.
Yeah, they didn't need to throw
Yeah.
in that bit. He was in a world champ.
Dude, they're rich. They bought him a world
Dude.
championship.
Dude got his shit rocked.
I don't know. Maybe it is just because the twist is fresher, and so it hits
Yeah.
harder. But I don't know. Maybe this is how I felt about the first time I saw the original Orphan, and I was like, "This is fucking crazy. I never saw this coming." But
yeah,
like,
I still can't believe it got better. The twist.
But my thing with
Yeah.
the original one, you can't see coming because like, oh, it's kind of crazy. This one you can't see coming because it shouldn't have came. Like,
I mean, you can't tell me that you can watch the first Orphan and be like, nah, this logically, I could see this happening for real, though. For real.
but when they
Like-
explain it, like there was nothing like where I was like, oh, how could they have not known? And this, I'm like, but they knew the whole time. So then, like, I just in my head, I'm just like, do they just not care who this girl was? Like, do they knew this girl was impostoring the whole time? They just like fuck it. They just
those
knew she
two
wasn't
knew
crazy.
for sure. The mom and
They
the
had,
brother,
they knew for sure. But
100% knew they were
what
gonna
was
kill
going through
her.
their head?
They were like, "We're just gonna kill this bitch. We're gonna kill her."
See,
They're sick.
maybe
fucks.
eventually.
No, they were always
The
going
emperor
to
get his groove back, and then we're gonna kill her.
No, I think they were always gonna kill her, unless
I don't know if they were. I think because they just needed her to like stay there long enough to, because she couldn't come missing again. That was a big issue they were having.
Right.
And she got her husband's dick going again, dude. She was never gonna kill her.
Maybe they just got some sick enjoyment out of torturing her that way, maybe they were never going to kill her. But, like, I can't look at either one of these two movies and be like, yeah, no. Everybody acted rationally in this film. Like, nah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because the nuns 100% should have figured it out that she got here illegally. Nobody called nobody. You tell me nobody called nobody? You're taking care of this child and nobody called nobody?
The thing too. So the name, the last name she has in the first kill and the last name she has when she goes in the first orphan are different last names. So, like, I'm like, so did they just mix the records up, or did she fake records? Like, how does that?
So the other thing that kills me is in the first orphan movie, they say that somebody adopted her from Russia. Bro, nobody adopted nobody. They went over there and they fucking grabbed her. Like, that was
they just didn't know her backstory.
So that's my thing. Where I think it's a thing where it's like, okay, there's either a family in between type thing, or because. What do you mean?
They can't be, because in the first orphan they say her last family died in a house fire. That was the.
But
house
they even had the last
saw.
names different and wrong.
I just think it was a fucking oversight. I think everybody was like, "This is going straight to Paramount Plus. Nobody's gonna give a shit unless you're three
Paramount
sweaty
players.
Mexicans in a fucking in a basement."
But honestly, like it's just plot holes. Like, I think that's what it is at the end of the day.
That is all
it's
it
just
is.
plot holes.
Someone didn't do the job.
Or somebody wasn't hired to do that job. They just didn't bother.
Yeah, the way I looked at it, I was like, okay, it's one of two options. It's a somehow like there was multiple fires. She's just an arsonist. She burns things in every movie. So there was like a middle family, or because it's like there's no way this because that also was like an affluent family. The first one, there's no way they would have like not had the records unless.
Also, it wasn't even arson. It was just an accident. It looked.
Yeah, that was an accident. It wasn't arson, and they're like, "Oh no, it was arson!" Like in the fire, like when they in the orphan, the first movie.
Yeah.
But it really wasn't.
That threw me off.
Do we ever learn Esther's actual last name in the first movie?
So okay, I get what you're saying. I don't know.
No,
so,
I don't think we see anything that says Esther blank.
Go ahead. So why would she? So what last name would she have used then? Is my thing, because like would she use her actual last name?
No, it was Albright, because that was the people's name from First Kill was Albright.
So why is she not? My question is, why is she not Albright when in the first movie then?
Because she gets adopted by the Colemans, so her name is Esther Coleman because they adopted her. You would change her last name.
Sense.
You wouldn't change her first name.
But don't they have? I feel like she has like. Oh,
No,
okay, I get what you're saying.
I'm looking at the cast list right now. Vera Farmiga plays Kate Coleman, and Peter Sarsgaard plays John Coleman. So her name is Esther Coleman in the first movie because they adopted her.
Yeah, and they never call her Esther Albright before they adopt her. Okay,
yeah, and maybe
that's clear.
Maybe in the paperwork we see Albright, but like you gotta fucking freeze frame it and zoom and enhance.
Yeah,
But
like with that though, like okay, so that's not a plot hole. Then I get.
Yeah, we figured it out. We filled that hole.
Yeah.
in.
But the thing is just like her story is so mixed up, and I just don't see how they wouldn't realize the fact that like, her story it doesn't make any sense, like how she got there with the fire and everything, because when you watch this movie, it just changes some details where it's like that doesn't line up with the first movie.
The cops had to have gone to the fire. She just went outside and was like, there's a fire. I'm the only one who made it up.
I also thought that walking through the fire scene was so fucking cheesy.
It was kind of stupid.
That's my least favorite part
dumb.
of the movie. I was like, structurally speaking, this house would have fallen about 20 fucking minutes ago.
And
There's no
structurally
way.
speaking, she wouldn't be fucking just breathing normal. She'd be coughing. She'd be fucking stumbling.
She'd have
But there was like
black
not even a
lung
lot of
already,
smoke.
dude.
It was just fire everywhere. Like, but there would be so much smoke.
The CGI on the fire pissed me off because it was coming
Yeah.
out
That was so
sideways
bad.
instead of going up, and I was like, holy
And
shit.
I really think her makeup would have started running, and they would have seen like, oh shit, she's 37.
Her face mask would have fucking melted off.
She needed better teeth. Them bitches didn't stand for nothing in either of these movies.
But she couldn't go. She couldn't. Oh, you're saying she should have glued them, but she had all of her real teeth.
So how did she also get the fake medical records? Like, because didn't they say she had the dentist stuff?
That's why I'm saying there's so much suspension of disbelief across both movies, because for the fucking first movie to even happen, so many oversights had to have happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because none of those. She didn't go to the doctor once across like 4 hours of movie. She never went to the doctor.
Yeah. But in the first one, I'm like, okay. But then it's like the first one, it's like, I don't know. It's just confusing because they're just like, oh, she has these records, but they need to like update them.
They're
so
from
I'm like,
Russia, yeah.
Yeah, it just didn't make sense.
Unless you just gotta imagine that Esther or Lena is such a fucking con artist that she fucking somehow
So wait, this movie
faked all
does
this
take
shit.
place in Estonia, though.
This movie, the first 20 minutes of Orphan First Kill takes place in Estonia. And then she gets extradited
and then it goes to
Moscow by the police officer. And then they call
Connecticut.
Right. They call the Albrights in Connecticut and they go, "We found your daughter, broski." They fly to Moscow, and then the rest of it takes place in Connecticut.
So then she's in America. So then how does she end up in the orphanage again? They say she's from Russia or Estonia.
No. They say she's from Russia. She's maybe since they picked her up from Moscow, all the documents about her are Russian. So maybe that's where the disconnect happens, is since they didn't pick her up from Estonia, they picked her up from Russia. That's why all the documentation was Russian. Because
and all the paperwork's on fire in the house, so...
But here's my thing, though, because the real Esther, wouldn't her medical paperwork say from America?
No,
the person that she's portraying?
But in order to send her back to America, I'm sure certain things had to be filed in Russia. Like you can't just put this little girl on a plane and transport her across continents. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Some paperwork had to be filed before she got onto that whip.
And I guess she wasn't declared dead, right, Esther?
Right. She's been missing this whole time. She's been missing for years.
But all her so she should be American, though.
No, she is American. Right. Yeah. So that's what I'm talking about. The whole first movie is kind of fucked by this movie because they say she was adopted in the first movie, but in this movie we see that she was extradited from Russia to America, which isn't an adoption because these people think that
the sisters just didn't give a fuck and they didn't have enough funding to look into it deeply.
I mean, yeah, but then where did she get these Russian documents from?
But I don't think... See, my issue with the adoption papers, that's not my issue. It's like she has an original birth certificate that should be saying she's Esther, and then
No, because the first movie doesn't assume that this movie is going to make her directly related to the family. She's adopted in the first movie. In the first movie... when they're telling her backstory...
I'm saying this movie creates plot holes.
No, 100%. Yes. Yeah. It kind of fucks the whole first movie up a bit.
This should have been the first movie and only movie.
This movie? But then
they should have rewrote the script, some shit. They should have done some fucking in the lab.
I mean, I still think the sequel could have happened, if they were other way around, and that movie still would have been not as good, but they would have just cleaned that up.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
But that was my issue where I'm trying to rationalize why the things happen, because it's because the psychiatrist and whoever else is with them when she's in the orphanage at the end of this or after this movie, whoever they're with, she's oh, she's lost so much, she's been kidnapped, now her family's gone. So it's just shouldn't and it's a plot hole. So that's why I'm why do they do that? Because it doesn't make sense when you watch the first movie.
The only reason they did that is because it was directed by some other person and written by some other person. Yeah. You know, Alex Mace had a hand in the story and produced it, but maybe he just forgot. I mean,
yeah, because like
the movie's
that
so
bothered
old.
me about this because I was like, that doesn't logically make sense with the first movie.
Yeah.
But outside of that, and outside of, I'm just assuming fucking Julia fucking and her fucking son were gaming the whole time. They knew it was just impossible. They didn't care. Outside of those two big factors, I really enjoyed it.
I kind of like that they were gaming though.
I think it's funnier that they were gaming.
Now, give me your ears, because I'm gonna pitch something to y'all.
I'm listening.
Would it have made the movie better if they were also in an incestuous relationship and they were just using the dad for money?
I don't know if it would have made it better,
but
if they did it, I wouldn't have been against it because I would have been like, I was getting that vibe,
dude.
That would have been the twist on top.
Look, as long as somebody else was getting the vibe, I think that's all that matters. Because
I wasn't getting that vibe.
What? There were a couple scenes where I was like, are they gonna kiss in front of Esther?
Yeah, 100%. They're like, are they gonna kiss? Dude, she's like, just the whole way she goes about them, like him being the sidekick, more or less. It's just like, this is a weird dynamic.
It's so weird, dude. Okay, good.
That
I'm
mother
glad.
will do anything.
I mean, like, he was ready to kill for his mama, dude. He was ready to do it. I just
think Julia Stiles she just plays that type of like character so good, man.
I've never seen her in a villainous role though.
And I believe
she was
that
Dexter's.
What?
She was Dexter's girlfriend, wasn't she?
I've never seen Dexter.
I don't know that I got to that season.
I think she was.
I mean,
I 100% believe that she like would have done that for her son.
Oh yeah, when she finds his dead body and she's like, no, I was like, damn, she really broken up about this psychopath over here.
But you know the point too, where I don't think she was gonna kill her was like she doesn't try to kill her until. But what's funny about this one as well, Esther doesn't try to kill her until she thinks she tries to kill her.
So my big problem with Esther is that the Esther we see in Orphan is a sick fuck, absolutely deranged, but the only thing she wants is to get her rocks off. She wants nothing more than for someone to disrespect the bean. But in this movie,
dad specifically.
Yeah, her dad, right. But in this movie, she's like just kind of killing for no reason. The
Dude,
whole
she's
20
a punk
minutes.
Bitch, dude.
I mean, she is. But like the 20 minutes in Estonia, she's just murdering motherfuckers to murder, and she's commanding a psych ward patient, with like snaps and candy or whatever. Like,
see, but
it's a weird.
Once
Esther.
again, I think people watched that first one and were like, "We need more killing." I'm telling you.
I mean,
they watched the first one. They fixed these issues.
I wanted killing, yes. But
this is even her first kill, though. That's the thing.
It's not. Yeah, you can tell she's been killing people her whole life.
This is her first family, but she had killed 7 people. Then she had killed the guard.
Yeah.
And 2 guards. So then she's at 9. And now she kills this whole family.
My whole thing is based off of what we saw in the first movie. This is a different beast altogether. I don't know.
These
what
are
happened.
different universes. This is some multiverse shit.
Yeah.
Like this is a different universe. And honestly, this is the only movie that exists in this universe.
Yeah, we don't know what happens after this.
They should have just made her blonde and blue eyes in this one, dude. Fuck it. We kind of forgot she was dark haired and dark eyes.
That's the kind of shit though that they would pull. Is like, oh fuck, she had black hair in the first one. Whoops.
Oh wow.
Oh well, now she's not. Shit. Damn. This movie was just better than the first one though, huh? That's crazy.
It was though. Like I mean, the killing sequences were better. The best killing in the original Orphan. This one does it, but better with the stabbing of the chest.
I think Sister Abigail had a pretty cool death. She got her shit rocked.
But so does the other psychiatrist lady. She does the same thing, and then she's like, but then even that line doesn't work too well because she's like, they use.
Oh yeah, it always works in one hit, and then she goes whack whack whack.
But like through the first movie and this movie, she hits people multiple times.
Yeah,
she never kills anybody.
Yeah, it never does it on the first hit.
Even old boy when she smashes his head in, she does it like 6 times.
Yeah. Well, look.
It was witty though.
And the CEO shouldn't have done that, man.
It was a perv. Like he was trying to get his rocks off.
She was an adult. Unless he was looking at her and was like, I'm glad
he's in a position of power. He's a perv.
100%. But that's what makes him a perv. As long as we're not calling the man a pedophile, you know.
Yeah.
I never said that.
I'm just throwing it out there that I don't think he
Yeah.
technically qualifies because he knows that she's an adult. Unless he's like, but I like that you look like a kid. That would make him a
Correct.
pedophile.
We don't know what his attraction is. There's no way to tell us. We could make an assumption.
We
Sure.
need the guard first fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I need that. I need to find out
That's the porno.
how deranged that motherfucker was going into that room.
So if this was in the first movie, that scene would have gone way longer sexual because
And
it would have been too horny.
It would have been so horny. Painfully.
This movie knew just to give just a little bit of horny and then said, nope.
I mean, it would have been
Dang.
awkward if that
No
scene,
peeing though in neither movie. No peeing or
the
bobs.
shit, Julia Stiles was getting real close to whipping the hog out. Let me tell you, she was
grabbing a handful of it.
She was forearm deep in the shit. Old fucking Meth Damon probably. Oh no, different woman. Never mind. We're gonna move forward. But like, that scene was really horny though.
And that's when I was like,
Yes.
oh no, this was going to be so horny. And then it wasn't.
I mean,
I just didn't like how dirty they did Esther, man, or Lena. She fucking, they made her look like a punk bitch.
so that's what I was gonna say too. Like, this alternate universe Orphan is a total punk ass bitch. She got lucky. It was nothing but lucky things that saved her the whole movie. She just got
But
lucky.
I think that's also, we're supposed to be like, oh, her first kill. Because this is the first time she's.
Oh, now she's
actually-
sloppy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did she
No.
kill another family? This is the first family she's killed.
Even
She's
though
killed
she
other
had a
people.
fucking-
I think multiple families she's killed. In the first movie, that wasn't there. There was never, or there was more than just this family. In the first
Yeah,
movie,
she
I
had
think she had
8 dads.
Yeah, and I think she tried to suck and fuck all of them, and none of them were going. So she just
Yeah,
burned
there's a
all
lot
the
of
houses
dads.
down.
There's a lot of dads pictures for sure. in
That's
that
what I'm saying.
Bible.
But this Esther, maybe this was her first kill.
But also too, I think she was like, you know what, they got me, and
I'm
I'm just
dead to
gonna
rights.
chill and live this life. Like, because it is like the best life she's had.
Until they killed her rat, and then she was like, "Oh man, I'm reloading my hands in this bitch."
Yeah. But then, like, because then Julia Stiles doesn't try to kill her until she tries to kill them.
I mean, yeah. Look, everybody's waiting for things to go nuclear, right? Everybody.
I mean,
had,
it was a Cold War.
It was a
until,
Mexican
yeah.
standoff. They all had guns on everybody else, and the dad was just sitting there like, I want to paint my pictures."
And like with him, I get him because he's traumatized
He's
because he
grieving
thinks his
dad,
daughter's been
yeah.
abducted. So like I understand why he's like, I don't recognize my daughter thing, even though that picture looks similar. So I was like, sure, I don't know how.
It was
fucking
100% a child picture, like a child age picture of her. I refuse to believe that they didn't just use one of her baby pictures.
Yeah. But like it was a thing where like I understand the dad, like so the dad thinking it's his daughter, no problem. But then like it just still blows my mind where I was like, I just want to know, like, I need to talk to the director. Hey, who the fuck in her head did they think she was though?
Yeah.
Did they just think she was a con artist and they were just like whatever?
I think that is what it is. They knew that she was a con artist, and they just were like, we got you, bitch. We found you out because we killed you.
But there's no way they could assume she was also a murderer because it's like if you get a roommate and you're a serial killer, the chances of your roommate also being a serial killer are pretty low.
No, I agree, but you know they're not serial killers. The boy accidentally killed the little girl.
It's an accident.
Yeah,
I don't think that's the only killing he's done. They were a little too quick to be able to put that shit together.
I mean, no, they got a big property. You know, they just so happen to have a manhole cover that they can open.
Maybe a little date R word, but that's about it.
100% the date.
100%.
Yeah, he was essaying a lot of people for sure. They paid a lot of parents off.
I'm just saying though, there might be more than 2 bodies down that hole.
Maybe like Julia Stiles' ex wife or husband.
I mean, you don't know. She could be bisexual or pan. You never know.
You're right, dude. You're right. Yeah.
Dude, whatever gets her rocks off.
I mean, yeah, maybe they did like. I mean, maybe you know the kid was just killing people and was like, my mom set up this kill hole for me, and just dumping bodies in there. You know.
I mean, I understand they did it once, but they were like she was too smooth with it, killing the cop. Like,
yeah, but I feel like
to do just once.
She didn't hesitate either.
Rich people are always kind of fucking unhinged. You know what I mean?
I mean,
they kick over.
She was
I'm waiting
Maybe
for
she
you to go
just
ahead.
was so confident that that's what it was. It was just like, I'm not getting fucking caught.
Bro, they came over on the fucking Mayflower. They've been
You're
here.
right, dude.
They've been here. They conned the Native Americans. They've been conning people
Yeah.
ever since, bro. She got conned
Their
in the
line's
blood.
trash.
Yeah,
They
it's so
got
good.
First American money, all right?
Look, these movies have some cringy ass dialogue in them. That one got my fucking tiny pecker rock hard. I was
I'd
like,
rather
this is
hear-
writing, dude.
I'd rather hear West Side for Life than that
I knew you were
fucking
gonna
corny
bring
ass
that
line.
up.
I mean, I think it is on the same level, but I also fucked. I saw that line twice because Vinny
Yeah.
came over and he had to finish that movie, and we watched the ending of Day Shift. I saw it for a second time. I was like, that Snoop Dogg line
Oh my
hits, bro.
God.
That shit
West Side
fucking
for
hits.
life.
He throws up the middle fingers. West Side pulls the thing. It's fire. I love
I
it.
was just thinking about Vinny the other day, and I was like, how funny it would be if he just came back on this show and then we act like nothing happened.
Don't tempt me.
Like he just wasn't gone for like 100 episodes. He's just here.
There's nothing stopping us. I mean, you
Yeah,
gave the
yeah.
game away. I might have to edit that part out, but you gave the game away.
one of our coworkers.
Yeah. Look, he took parental leave for about 100 episodes.
We're very progressive.
Yeah.
Super progressive. Still on the payroll. He's paying taxes. All right.
Shit, Alex is still on fucking maternity leave.
Yeah, she's gonna be
Yeah.
on maternity leave for a long time. Because let me tell you,
Yeah.
she's been watching all these movies. She saw both Orphan movies. Decided not to attend the podcast this week.
Nice.
And these are like her genre too, so that's how you know she's like on temporary disability.
And you know what? I don't even know she liked
Whoa,
them.
disability.
Yeah, I mean that's what after you give birth, you're pretty disabled, homie.
Temporarily.
Okay.
Temporarily, yeah, for the most part. All right, let's wrap this shit up because now we're really off the fucking beaten path. James, what was your favorite part of Orphan First Kill?
I do like the twist still, even though it's a little like headcanon-y kind of thing you got to kind of put together. But overall, I was just like, whoa, what the fuck? Because she just comes guns blazing and she's like, yeah, he played too rough. We killed him. You're the new daughter. Play the role. And it's like, okay.
And action. Yeah. Eric, what was your favorite part of Orphan First Kill?
I think besides the twist, I like that she picked up on the dad's painting, like the black light or whatever.
Yeah.
it's called, UV
show
light.
us they show us where she got those skills from and shit
Yeah.
like that.
Such a
I was
cool
like,
callback. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think my favorite part has to be the twist, dude. The twist and just the way that Julia Stiles and the son totally shift characters and they have
Yeah.
to complete heel turn and you believe them the whole time. You believed them when they were nice people. You believed them when they're pieces of shit. It's just fantastic. It's so good.
Dude, I believed him more when they were piece of shits.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is their true
And
selves.
I think this movie being short is like, because you get like, because once they twist, you get like 45 minutes of good movie. Where like, if maybe this movie was another half hour, it would have been a problem.
Yeah.
But like most of the movie, like in the beginning, it's like, okay, it's action packed, it's a little crazy, and then it's like, okay, they're setting this up, blah blah blah, the same dad shit, whatever, and then it's like boom, twist, and you're like, oh shit, wasn't ready for that, and then the rest of the movie is kind of just like always going.
Yeah. James, what was your least favorite part of Orphan First Kill?
I guess the beginning, because I was just like, I mean, the pervert guard thing was whatever. I was like, I mean, okay, I guess just a little horny, but we didn't need it. And then the old girl just getting whacked bogus, and I was like, I knew it was coming, but damn, she had to do it like that.
I thought she was gonna be like a side main character, and then she jokers her ass, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, I thought she was gonna be like the final girl, but she wasn't. So like, you know,
No.
that was my fault though for like liking the character in the beginning.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I shouldn't have invested in her. So that's my fault for not liking it, because I should have never invested so much in her.
Eric, what was your least favorite part of Orphan First Kill?
I think just the plot holes. Like, I thought that was kind of bogus that, like, oh no, my trunk randomly opened up.
Yeah.
Or that whole, like, you see her in the snow in your car and you don't hear her get into your car.
Or
She goes back inside though.
yeah,
doesn't
she goes back inside. And so she doesn't know because she just left the little girl out there instead of hitting her with her fucking car. She just ran
she
her
She
can't
ass
checked her
over.
drive.
car. That was stupid.
But, I mean, that's part of the plot hole, so, I mean, who gives a fuck, I
yeah,
guess.
you know, it's all suspension of disbelief. You know what I'm saying?
And I think
It's a
with
movie.
horror too,
Yeah.
like horror specifically, you have to more like let things go in any other genre, I feel.
Yeah, you just gotta fucking vibe with it and hope that it all works out in the end.
Damn, you really checked out, Joey.
No, what are you talking about? I didn't check out.
Posting memes and shit.
No, dude, that was really good though. Look at the meme though. You gotta look at. Just look at the meme.
I looked at it.
I looked at it, man.
We're not gonna talk about it here.
At what time did you find it?
Just right now, while Eric was talking.
Yeah, you checked out.
But I heard him. He said he didn't like the plot hole. He didn't like that she didn't check her back seat. He didn't like the horror elements of the first 20 minutes of the film. I get it. I also didn't like it because I was like, yeah, it's kind of weird. Why the fuck didn't she check her shit? She knows that escape mental patient is out and about. She should just check her back seats.
And the jump scares in this movie actually have like a reason for in this movie.
I think the horror elements are done better in this movie for sure.
Yeah, they're not wasted either.
Even just the horrific nature of the way that the family treats her is like, damn, this is kind of fucked up. This is kind of sick.
All I'm saying is, if I have a house, if I have a big house like that, there's no way I'm having my curb that high.
I mean,
that shit.
That curb was high as hell. No, we can talk about it because we're spoiling. The fact that we see Julia Stiles' brain come out of her fucking skull like that also blew my fucking mind.
That's kind of wild.
It hits that lip, and then her brain blasts out.
And then the brain is just there.
Yeah, just there. Because it doesn't have to the dad because he falls directly on the thing. He breaks his neck. Like you can see they do something.
No, he falls below her. His head is by her shoulder.
No, correct. Yeah. But I'm saying he like breaks his neck like during the fall or some shit, where her head smacks that curb and boom, her brain shoots out.
I loved it though. That shit was awesome. I was like, I need more kills like that. But like, she didn't even really kill her. She died because her fucking hands were bloody and she slipped.
No, she fell on her own. And the dad, like, she didn't even mean to kill him. It was a reaction actually, because then after he falls, she's like, oh shit, whatever his name is.
Yeah. And then he's like, wait, who the fuck are you, you freak of nature?
Hey, old dad, though, dude.
I love how he starts squishing her face, and he's just like, okay, you are not my daughter. And then her little teeth fall out.
Yeah. I think my least favorite part has to be, I mean, I almost wish we would have gotten a flashback to really see if he killed Esther, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's still a level of ambiguity to the mom and the son to where, did they murder her on purpose? Was it on accident? I mean, you could give me, it's only an hour.
Show not tell, right?
I mean, yeah, I want to see. And maybe maybe the roughhousing was the same thing he did with Esther and threw her down the stairs or whatever, but like, show me the original Esther, what happened to her.
Yeah.
It's a quick flashback. They could have spent 3 minutes on it and it would have been fine. But now
they could have cut out some of that beginning shit.
They could have cut out the horny guard and given me some death of real Esther, but no. I got horny guard instead. Fuck me, I guess. All right, cinema scores. Would we rent it?
No.
Nah.
I don't think so either. Would we buy this movie physically?
No.
Nah.
No.
Get the fuck out of here.
Okay. Would we buy this movie digitally?
No.
Nope.
Would you buy this movie in the $5 bin at Best Buy, Walmart, FYE, or Vudu?
Refer to my answer in the other video.
Yeah, I already did. I already bought the combo pack.
I would buy this movie maybe for $5. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, definitely if it has a cool packaging, but...
I mean, I'm more likely to buy this one for $5 than the first one, for sure.
100%. If you're giving me the option, I'm buying this one 100% of the time.
Yeah.
This one would come with like a little black light and like some marker that you can write.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know.
Would you put this on in the background while people are over? Fuck yeah.
Why not, dude?
This is even better to put in the background than the first movie was.
And it stands alone. Like, you don't need the other one.
Yeah, which is super nice.
Yeah.
I mean...
wait.
I mean, this is not dependent... I know it's a prequel, but sometimes they still depend too much on lore.
Yeah, but they explain the same amount of lore across both, so you're totally okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
But like,
that's true.
This does the Annabelle... This is Annabelle creation to Annabelle, you know? Annabelle was fine on its own. Most people didn't like it. But then Annabelle Creation, the prequel happened, and everybody was like, holy fucking shit, they did it. The
comparison, it's honestly like, yeah, for real.
It makes this movie look Oscar-worthy almost. And then would we recommend?
I would.
I would.
Oh hell yeah, dude.
I know we double featured. I'm not recommending the double feature, but I would.
I'm recommending the double feature.
Hell nah. You waste the whole 2 hours with the first one, dude. You don't even.
The first one's just so long.
It's so long. You're right.
Skip chapter 1 of the first one. Start on chapter 2.
Skip maybe the first 3 chapters.
Yeah, watch the last 30 minutes of the first one and then watch this one.
No, you need the last hour of the first movie. You just need an hour of it.
So much movie though.
No, but then you do a bang bang and you've only watched 2.5 hours worth of movie, but you get 2 movies,
bad.
2 good twists. Come on.
That's maybe.
And the twist gets better?
The twists just get better. You think nothing could top that first one, and then they top it.
I think I would almost rather have, I mean, like in real time, I wish I could have watched this one first and the other one second.
Yeah, in
like,
IRL, they should have released this movie first. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
that's how I.
Oh, go ahead.
Real quick, that's how I did watch them, and it made the first one even worse. Like, because I watched this one.
Oh,
Yeah.
Who's got a good rating?
I got a good one.
7 out of 10. 6.5 out of 10.
Pulling you out of the 7, dude. I didn't mean it.
What's that? Wait, what are the 7s at? I actually really enjoyed this movie.
I'll give you. Do you want the back half of the second 7s or the first half?
Back half.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but I had to ask. We got The Naked Gun. We have Belfast. That Thing You Do, Birdman, Sonic, Almost Famous, some Exorcist movie, American Psycho, Step Brothers, Malignant, Remember the Titans, Batman Returns, and Shazam.
I feel like this movie is roughly with those. I don't feel like those are like.
Wildin'.
I don't feel like those are like so much better. Like, and I think this movie is a 6.5.
I think it's way better than Remember the Titans. For sure.
I love that movie.
No, but I'd rather watch
this. It's all fake.
It's all fake. It's all fake news. All of it.
It is.
I'm not even
like this and Malignant could be the same shit.
But Malignant was a different type of wild.
I mean,
though.
the twist though in that is some shit though. But yeah,
but definitely both.
Why is Malignant at 7?
I could check who rated what, but give me a rating, Eric.
I think I want to give this an 8, dude, because the twist got even better.
This movie's not an 8, Eric.
Eric, you're talking this movie's as good as The Mummy,
Wait,
Lighthouse, Licorice Pizza, Moneyball.
You're right, dude. It is a 7. You're right. What was that thinking?
I think I'm going 6.5, but I
say 7. Don't be a fucking pussy. Just say 7. Do it.
It's a 7. All right, you know what?
Yeah, I gave this person a 6.
It.
I'm giving this one a 7.
Yo, wow. Okay,
I'm gonna give the third one an 8.
7 out of Eric, 7 out of James. I cannot, in good conscience, give this movie more than a 6.5.
So you're gonna give it a 3?
I'm giving it a 6.5. 100. This is 6.5 full-on dick grabs out of Julia Stiles out of 10.
Mine's 7 fucking fencing shits to the face.
Oh my god, 7 fences to the face.
Why did they do that mask callback thing? Like, that was a weird little thing that I thought was gonna have a payoff, and it didn't. He put the mask on and he looks in the mirror. I don't need the mask. I thought he was gonna get shot in the face.
He can't see shit, dude.
I don't know. Maybe that was just some weird thing.
It was like some joke, but I didn't get it.
Maybe one of the screenwriters is a fencer, and they just thought this shit was gonna fucking howl some people. And
I just think I didn't get it. I didn't get the joke.
We're not rich enough, to be honest with you.
Honestly, yeah. I don't know fencing culture.
Damn, this movie's up there with some of the greats, dude. This is
Dude,
better.
Why was Malignant so low?
But to me, though, I think this movie.
Go ahead.
I think this movie's so significantly better than the other one. That's why I think I also think so highly of it. Yeah. What were you saying, though, Eric? I didn't hear you.
I don't know. Malignant got a 7. All right, it's a high-ranking 7 because Eric gave it a 7.5, James gave it a 7, I gave it a 7.5, and Alex gave it a 7.
Oh,
so
they were all
7s. Yeah,
we're all.
But
right.
I mean, that twist is crazy. That twist carries that movie.
I mean, yeah, it gets you in. You're falling off, and then it's like, yo, what the fuck is happening? But
the movie's kind of stupid till you get the twist.
We rated Orphan First Kill better than I Love You, Man. Better than Spectacular Now.
Maybe.
Spectacular Now is better. I Love
better
You,
than
Man
West Side
doesn't
Story.
hold up.
I don't think so either.
80 more. We could rearrange all that shit, man. Come on.
I mean, we're we got We got 88 more, and then we can really finer detail. We can tweak them. Man, what a crazy bang bang though. For real.
It was a good bang bang.
It was a good bang bang.
Whose idea was this?
James and I kind of concocted it. Honestly,
a little bit of everybody.
I saw that they were doing a kill count on Dead Meat about the first Orphan, and I was like, we might as well watch both. And then that's when James found out that they were both on Paramount Plus, and then we were like, we got to.
I think what hurt me too this week though with these movies was I had watched two movies that I significantly liked a lot better that I were like, oh, these are great. And then I watched these, which like it's not my favorite genre in the first place.
Yeah.
And that's why I think I kind of hated the first one. But this one actually is a good movie.
But I really hope the audience doesn't hate that I'm thanking them for tuning in on twitch.tv/SoonerLaterTV, youtube.com SoonerLaterTV, and my personal Facebook account for our review of Orphan First Kill. Continue listening and watching and showing your support on all social medias at SoonerLaterTV. If you couldn't catch us on those three platforms, don't worry. You can find us on YouTube and all podcasting platforms. Just look up Sooner Later TV. Our episodes are recorded live on Sundays and uploaded every Wednesday afternoon. So tune in next week for our review of something else. We're taking the week off for live reviews. So you're going to just watch whatever we fucking review after this movie, I guess.
I love you guys.
I love it.
Bye.
Bye.